Hey, good morning. 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. I hope you're doing well. My name is Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach. And it is Happy Monday. Hope your Monday's going well. Just got back from camping over the weekend, and we had a great time escaping from the city and exploring and learning stuff, learning about ourselves a little bit in the rain. So it was pretty cool. Today, I want to talk about the waterfall mindset being used when creating an agile mindset, agile board, agile thing in Jira, Azure Devops, Rally, any one of these systems. So things to watch out for when you see yourself going that way, or the team going that way, or people in the organization, or the agile accountants coming to play. And I think this is more of an agile accountant story. So 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. I am Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach, as I said earlier. And on our show, we talk about ways for you to deliver product to the customer, value to the customer, without working crazy hours, so you can get away and go camping like we did over the weekend. It was fun, and hang out with family and friends, which again I did over the weekend. So the idea is that you get stuff done, so you can go out and enjoy life. Sometimes you have to take time off because it's a little stressful, and have a little fun. So let's, with that being said, let's talk about these agile accounts that come in, that sneak into the system. So the other day in the class I was taking for the CAT class, right, for agile transitions, one of the comments was made about, went to one company that was using waterfall techniques to implement agile. And I was like, we all laughed. It's like, oh, great. That's really going to be successful. But I want to talk about something simpler, more tactical, more practical, lower level. When a lot of teams, they think about, they implement Jira. You're going to use Jira, you're going to use Azure or Rally or version 1 or any one of these systems, even Monday.com, I guess. Probably I see that commercial all the time. People start asking for fields. I need this field to track this. I need this field to track that. I need to track this, track that, track this. Well, that is reminiscent leftovers from the fact that no one ever delivered product. And I'm going to talk about two things here. So that's part of that problem, because they never delivered. They need to track stuff, but the tracking doesn't add value to the product at all. Tracking stuff does not add value. How you progress and make sure you're getting on that journey does, but how much you spent, what you did in the past, tracking data, who's for what customer, stuff like that. And these old micro fields that people create, don't need it. All these systems come with what you need to set up a team to start delivering product. You really don't need to customize anything, add any fields, do any of that stuff. If you get more sophisticated, multiple teams and all that, maybe you may need it. But people don't get that. I'm like, you just use stuff out of the box. If you do Scrum right or Kanban right, you will produce product and your customer happy. And they don't believe you, right? So what I noticed in a lot of places, they'll like, before we start a team off, let's figure out all the fields we need to track. Let's come up with like 50 fields that we need to fill in of data that we need to collect on the team. And the reason why they need data, like I said, is because they've never produced product before, nor delivered. The agile mindset is, no, let's get going. Let's use the bare minimum of data that we need, documentation, whatever, and deliver product to the customer, get the product in the hands of the customer. It's a different thought process. The question should come in your team as a Scrum Master and Agile Coach. Is you should be saying, what are we delivering the product? What's our goal today? What's our goal to deliver to the customer? And not necessarily each individual story, but what is the goal? What are we delivering? What's coming out? And having that as the first question in your mind, what are we delivering, right? And that's the agile mindset. It's not just how do we fill out the fields. And here's the kicker, right? You know when the agile accountants are kicking in and you're slowing down, you're thinking waterfall, when you're like, well, we can't start this team until we figure all this stuff out. That is not the agile mindset. To be honest with you, the agile mindset is, let's go out and crash and burn. First print, crash and burn. We're going to put it up. We're going to try it. We're going to put some stuff. We're not going to have all the answers. We're not going to figure out every level, like, well, you know, the story's not written correctly. We haven't figured out pointing yet. We haven't done this. User story's not there. We don't have a product owner. We don't have a big backlog yet. So we won't start until we get all that stuff done. That is the waterfall mindset. Get all that stuff in place before you start delivering code to the customer. It should be, we are spending money now, so we need to deliver product now, even if it's a small little product that may be throwaway, but something we can get in the customer. We want to prove to the customer that we can get stuff in the customer's hand. People would complain about sprint zeros because they always done sprint zeros wrong. Sprint zeros should be like, okay, let's pick a 2-week time box, or maybe it's a 1 month time box, or 3-week, or 1 week, whatever the time box is, sprint zero. Let's deliver something. Either deliver us as a team. We know what we're doing, got everything ready to go. Maybe we deliver a little thing. Maybe we say, hello world, right? The old classic hello world. And then gradually build on. We're in the waterfall. We're going to spend 6-8 weeks training everyone so they understand how Agile works before we start them on the Agile journey. No, you need to learn the Agile journey as you go. You need to find the mistakes, learn out why we do in daily. Why is daily Scrum useful in anyone, Kanban or Scrum, to have everyone to get together to talk and really dive deep into that. Most groups don't spend enough time diving deep, but that's what they need to do. So I just want to share that with you. The Agile accountants will come up and they'll say, we need 50 fields. And I don't know how many times I've gone to companies and eliminated those 50 fields. They needed all this tracking. Go, okay, in the past year, have you used any of those numbers? Well, no. Can we get it off the damn screen? Maybe. I don't know. Look, you got 5 data points over the entire year for this field. A whole year. No one's looking at it. No one's using it. Let's just get rid of it and don't give a shit about the 5 data points. They're useless. It doesn't provide any value. Let's just get rid of it. So I've done it with teams that used to have like 50 fields down to 5, right? And then 5 core data things that need to track. Perfect. Right? They don't need those 50 fields are daunting and puts barriers and mental in people's brains when they see, oh my God, I got to fill this data out before I can do anything. No, you don't. Right. And that's what you have to watch out for these Agile accountants. And when you start teams up, just knowing the basics of Scrum, it's very simple. It's 4 events: sprint planning, daily Scrum, sprint review, and retrospective. 4 events, purposefully done that way. You could do a refinement session, but you start the first week with those 4 events, the first sprint. In that first sprint, you can start doing refinement and create stories, okay? But you don't need stories to start that first sprint. You just say, what do we want to do this week? Well, we want to get the team together. Okay, how are we going to do that, right? And you just lay that out. We want to have a demo. Okay, what are we going to demo? So those are the things that you bring up. So it's real simple start. And really, you just have a Scrum Master, product owner, and the dev team, right? I personally would love to call them the creators. I don't like dev team. I like the term creators. The creators will create stuff, experiment, figure out what the systems are, whatever they got to do, lay out the groundwork, do the setup, all that. But they know what to do to get going. They are professionals to do that. So they know what they need. They'll set it up and they spend that time. Maybe deliver a first piece of code. Maybe their first entry code. Maybe it's just a comment. We're here. We're in the code. We use our first comment. We put it in. We demonstrated all that. We know how to get access to everything in the system. That would be the first delivery, and everyone signs it. That'd be cool. So I'm going to put that on TikTok. So when you first get a team in there, make sure you put a comment line where everyone in the team. Now, the Scrum Master, here's the kicker. Scrum Master does not enter the names into the field, okay? The dev team does. Actually, each individual person in the same bit of code goes in there and types their name. And then the next person types their name. So you put your name in the code in a comment, right? People are like, oh my God, it's a waste of code. It doesn't matter. To make that millions of lines of code, it's nothing. But it shows that we're here. We were here. It's like signing your name on a wall. There was so much, graffiti. We went on these rock and boulders, these boulder field, and graffiti everywhere. Well, not everywhere, but some rocks had graffiti and people signed their names on it. They didn't do all of them. Just picked 1 rock or 2 and just did it just to say I was here. So do that. Try that. Do a little graffiti in code with the whole team. And that would be neat to do every sprint. Everyone sign their name to whatever was released as a joint release. That'd be cool. Maybe that's what we should do. Anyway, something to think about. Remember, don't take the waterfall mindset to get started. Just get started. There's only four events in Scrum. It's very simple. Just to work together. And later on, if you decide you want to do Kanban because you've mastered all that and you think, yeah, this is kind of awkward or whatever, then go to Kanban or something. But work as a team first. Work as a team, collaborating. The complex system that you're really solving is how do you work as a team? And Scrum is really good at solving complex problems. So with that, I'm going to leave that with you. Have a happy day, happy Scrumming, and see you next time. Take care and see you soon. Bye. See ya. And we're out.